Man, it's getting hot here. Hello and welcome back to another episode on the road ahead with AJ. If you own an Enfield or if you're planning to own an Enfield, yes, it's a beautiful bike. It's got that beautiful duck sound, but along with it comes its own set of problems. Now, if you leave the bike standing for too long, it's not going to start. And you need to run a full set of checks and balances to see what might be wrong. Of course, it always usually is the battery is flat, so you get it charged, but there are a lot of other small things that can go wrong. Luckily for me, the bike itself showed its symptoms, which made it easy to diagnose the problems. So keep watching if you want to see how I restarted this bike. But before that, here is a completely free and absolutely effortless way to support me. Please hit that red subscribe button and the bell notification. Also, the rest of this video was shot on the phone in a low light condition, so I apologize in advance for the low video quality as well as the audio quality. Okay, so the bike isn't starting. I'll show you what the sound coming from the bike is. I don't know if you guys can hear it. So the first thing we're going to do is check the battery, which is definitely going to be down, so we give it for charging, and we open the seat and look at which relay is gone here. So as you can see, the battery hasn't leaked, none of the acids have leaked, so that's good. Now I found the relay that's causing the problem, and it is this one. I can actually feel it vibrating, so we're going to get this part changed, give the battery for a charge, and hopefully the bike starts up. I realized that in the actual video the relays aren't visible, so here's a photo of the relay so you can see the part number and what you need to buy. Now you'll need two of these. One is for the fuel pump and the other is called the power relay. At least that's what it said on the wiring diagram that I found, but I'm not sure about the second part. So anyway, you need two of these, and both together will cost you around 360 rupees. So once you put them in, you're sorted. You'll find both these relays located close to the fuse box. There'll be one plug with two relays plugged in. It'll be either behind your battery box or just tucked in between your battery box and the air filter. So it shouldn't be too easy too difficult to find. Alright, so we've got the battery back. Let's start fitting it back onto the bike. And I also found the two relays that have gone bad. What we're going to do is clean this out a bit with some WD-40, and then I'll put the relays in and hopefully the bike starts. Okay, next step, cleaning out this stuff. We're gonna leave that for a few minutes. Okay, each one has 4 pins and there's only one way these can go in. So it's fairly straightforward. Let's just do it. Now the weird thing is that all this is exposed to the elements. I don't know if this bike always came like this or it's the job of the service center, but I'm going to put it into this little pockety thing here and then keep it tucked in behind there. Now before that, let's just turn on the bike and see if everything is okay. Yep, pump ran a check. There's no error lights. Battery is low, which is fine. So let's get started. Now the main job starts now. We actually got to restart this bike after a long time. The last few times I tried kicking it, because of the bad relay, the pump kept on running, so the engine was over flooded and I could smell the petrol. Let's give it a shot. That took less against than I thought. Well, that went faster than I thought. Usually this bike makes me kick it for a good 10-15 minutes before it starts, but I guess the relays have been going bad for a while. So this time the relays were new and the battery was charged, so it started off pretty easily. Now, what happened with the relay going bad is that it wasn't controlling the fuel pump, which meant the pump flooded the chamber completely, which is why when the first time I tried starting the bike, I could already smell petrol, which means the engine had over flooded. So if the bike doesn't start and you see something weird going on, don't keep forcing it, because you might end up breaking something which will be even more expensive. So if you can diagnose the problem, well and good. Otherwise, take it to a mechanic. Diagnosing the problem on your own or doing something persistently could be expensive. I've learned it that way, but I don't recommend that to everyone. Okay, great. Now that the bike is back in action, the next job on it is to change the brake fluid on both the front and the back brakes. And after that, I will be doing a routine oil change, but I'll also be using an engine flush, probably from Holi. If you guys want to see the engine flush process, leave a comment below and I'll probably do that. But otherwise, it's quite routine stuff, so I think most people know how to do an oil change on the UC engines. And finally, kripa karke, pretty please, por favor, s'il vous plaît, hit that subscribe button. Until then,
Dream on, ride on, and helmet always on.